They didn't tell me.
What is your most memorable moment with Grandma and Grandpa Galletto? A good one? Yes. Or a funny one. Gotcha. The microphone. Okay. Do you have it going?
They were wonderful, but my mother...
What are you doing? Oh my God. There's no microphone. What is she saying? The most memorable moment of Grandma
I was a bad little girl. I was saucy. I was saucy when I was a little girl, but it ended up when I got married, I was a good girl.
A good girl.
And it's true. My mother used to get so mad. She says, if you would just shut up. And my mother would get mad at me, but my dad never did.
Aww. How funny.
She was father's
Hey, me hold.
Okay, next, what is your most memorable moment of Mary Jane and Jerry Galletto?
Well, I met Jerry and Mary Ann through Elaine Harding.
Elaine?
And we lived up in Fenton.
Uh-huh.
And we ended up with the whole Italian mafia. And we're still going along. And I wish they just slowed down.
Uh-oh. No, never. Never. Okay, let's go interview. We're going to ask you, what is your most memorable moment with Mary Jane and Jerry Galletto? You can hold the microphone.
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
Well, think of something that you would be worth telling a story about.
Oh, dear, I don't really know.
Okay, well, you can wish them congratulations.
Congratulations. Many more happy years together.
Yeah. Okay, can you
We had a
think?
real good time with them. We went to Vancouver and the Canadian Rockies with them a few years
Oh,
ago.
really?
That was real great.
Aww.
Yeah, we took a trip out east with them also.
Where'd you go out east?
All Boston and
How many years ago?
not so many years ago.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Had a good time with them.
Yeah, did you see Molly?
Stayed at Molly's.
Did you really? She moved. She lives in a different place now, but
Rockwood or Rockwell or something. She lived on the Atlantic.
Charlestown, that's
No, Rockford.
oh, Rockport.
Rockport.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
That's a real nice place.
Yeah, I've been there, yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. Would you like, what memorable moments have you had with Mary Jane and Jerry Galletto that you would like to share with the camera?
Who are they? Well, I remember one time when I was about 6 years old, I was standing by this bonfire, and my dad told me to get away from the bonfire, and I did. But apparently he didn't think I was far enough away, so he told me to get inside, go up to my room, and wait for me to get a spanking. So I waited with my pants down, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and then, come to find out, my sisters were upstairs in their rooms, and they kept on trying to come in my bedroom to see my body, which was pretty good at that time.
What does he say? Are you going to sing like the Backstreet Boys or something?
So anyways, about 5 o'clock rolls around. I'd missed the whole Saturday, and they call me down to dinner, and there's my dad, and I'm thinking, oh my God, he's gonna yell at me, and then he's gonna give me my spanking that he told me he was gonna give me. So I come down, and he's all happy. He's been golfing all day long, and totally forgot about giving me a spanking.
He had some beers on the golf course.
Which didn't bother me at all, because I didn't get a whipping that day, which was fantastic. That was like great. And on top of that, all my sisters were in trouble, which that was the best day of my life. So that's what I remember.
Great.
Are you going yet? Are we rolling?
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to talk about Mame and Pete's house.
how we used to go there every Sunday, and no matter what, we would have Kentucky Fried Chicken, Italian bread from the bakery, we would have Jello salad with mixed fruit in it, and there would always be Brock's mix there. Then we would play pool, bumper pool downstairs, but we would always have to turn on the Cadillac picture before we started playing the pool. And there was Grandpa's stuffed fish on the wall. They would always scare the heck out of us if it was dark out. None of us knew if we, could go, who would go first. So they were great, great, great memories of us with our cousins, and it was really a lot of fun. Saying to the camera, any memorable moments you've had with Mary Jane and Jerry Galetto? Anything stand out?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, take the microphone and go ahead. Tell a little story.
Well, with the two of them, we play a lot of bridge together.
Oh.
And playing bridge with Jerry is an experience.
I know.
Mary Jane is a nice, sensible bridge player. Jerry, if he would, well, he can't hear me anyway, because he won't wear his hearing aid.
I know.
Then I play golf with him a lot. And I love playing golf with him, except Jerry is never satisfied with whatever he does. And I've been with him on 2 of his holes in 1, and he wasn't even happy with them. So I think it's marvelous that Mary Jane has tolerated him for 50 years. And Mary Jane, you're the sweetest, most marvelous person in the world. But Jerry, I gotta admit, you're a pretty nice guy too.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Jerry is a very interesting individual. He's very humanistic. He takes very good care of his friends, as recently experienced with one of them. But we live very, very close to Jerry and Mary Jane. And I'm not too sure who is walking who, whether the dog is walking Jerry or Jerry's walking the dog. And when we leave town, he has volunteered to go ahead and water the plants, the bushes by the front door for us. And I'm not too sure whether it's Jerry or the dog.
The dog.
Thank you. The very best of both of you, and many, many more years.
Thank you. We would like, if any of you guys have any stories about the most memorable experience you've had with Mary or Jerry Galetto. Anyone have any kind of funny stories or anything they'd like to? There's your microphone.
That's a nice. Well, we're from the very first neighborhood. We go way back to the 50s. Oh my goodness! And everybody moved into the block in the first in the summertime, all in the same time. And we had all young people, all little kids, and we used to have parties all up and down the block in the backyard. Used to get surrounded over at the houses. And Reverend and Jerry were great for coming to the parties and putting the parties on. So
and they made punch with grenadine that Shirley.
yeah,
That's the best.
what did they do?
They made punch with grenadine that Shirley loved.
I didn't know what it was, but it was good. I enjoyed it.
I think we had over 50 children in one block.
Oh my
With
God.
only 22
just
houses.
unbelievable.
22 houses.
They were all good
It was, it was more
Wow.
than 50. Yeah.
It was a ball. It was a ball.
Standing, you
I
could
got
stand
so
on
much
somebody's
trouble.
front porch. Marilyn, Marilyn.
Sharon. Grandma and Grandpa used to send me down to get somebody to come home from a party, and I would end up staying. And I never brought them home. And then I got in trouble and had to go to my room for the night because I joined the party. What do you expect? I remember Sharon always was down there playing with the kids. And one day she came home and I said, well, what are you doing down at Maryland's? She said, oh, we were looking at fire. I said, fire? Where did you look at fire? Come to find out, you kids had gone downstairs, you'd opened the door on the pilot light on the gas water heater, and you were looking at fire. Oh my God!
It's amazing we're not all dead.
I don't remember that. Oh, I won't forget that one.
Oh, how funny. How funny.
Oh, that's funny. The kids all had a good time together.
Yeah.
They were all around
It
the
was
same
wild.
ages. And it was,
How many kids did you have?
I have 4.
Wow. Oh my God.
We were all men on the telephone in that block.
Well, what did Shappies have? 6?
7.
7? Oh my God.
You had 6.
5.
May I interrupt?
Yes.
Party. We would like everyone to go around and say any kind of memorable moments they remember of Mary Jane and Jerry Galetto. Anything kind of funny to embarrass them, we would like to put on tape so that they can watch it and we can get to know them a little bit better. Any stories that anyone would like to start?
He's got a story. Okay, Frank's got a story.
Just go next. Okay, go ahead and... There's your
Just remember, it's going.
One side and one on the other.
Mary Jane came up to our cottage and she tried to get into this bed that we have, this real old bed with like 4 mattresses, and she couldn't get in it. So Sue had to help her get in the bed. And then the next day she complained all day that her leg hurt from trying to sleep in that bed all night, and she was going to sue us.
You're kidding.
Anyhow, Mary Jane made it, and we're going to invite Mary Jane and Jerry back up to our cottage because I took pictures of that bed, and I have them in my car, and I put pictures of them in the car, in the bed, so they can come back up and have it. We had a new mattress for her.
Yeah, I got a step ladder for her.
You got a step ladder this
She
time?
was so little, she couldn't get up in this
Safety bars across it.
No, I just want to say congratulations to both of them. They are very, very great. We're great neighbors. We hated to see them leave when they left the old Baylor neighborhood, but we're all gone now too, except for the Brewers. So, but they're going to stay forever. But they're can't believe that they've been married 50 years because they look like they're about 35 years old.
Yes, they do.
So, congratulations, Jerry. Congratulations, Mary Jane, and God bless you both. Pass it on.
Okay. First time we saw them down the street, they were putting up their picnic table. This is the middle of the winter. They put up their umbrella, and I said, this looks like we're going to be a fun group that's going to be in that house. So the best of wishes to both of them to
Are able to you.
many more years of happiness.
Just want to wish Jerry and Mary Jane much happiness in the next 20 or 30 or 50 years. Thank you.
All the best to you, Jerry, Mary Jane. I don't have any stories to tell because you and I seem to be going different directions at the same time. However, I want the very best for both of you, and I agree. Maybe we'll see each other again in 15, 20 years, if the good Lord be willing.
I love that microphone. That's great. You're going to talk.
Don't lick it.
At least it won't melt in your hand, right?
We enjoy the company always. Thank you.
Well, I already said hello and congratulations, but gee, I'm finding an awful lot of good stuff about these two.
Okay. Let's go to the ladies over here.
And Jerry for 10 years, and we really, really value their friendship. That's all I really have to say.
And Jerry and I, my husband and I, we play a lot of bridge together. And I don't like the way Jerry plays. He has no idea what he's doing, but he wins all the time. And I'm not happy with that.
He is gets very.
Now, Jerry and Mary Jane will come to any assistance. I mean, if you have a broken toenail, they'll be there. However, there's one day we were in our condo in Sebring, and Bob is Mr. Handy Andy. He can't do a thing. Absolutely nothing.
Turn around, and she's taking a picture of you.
But anyhow, we have had more big plumbing bills because Bob cannot do anything. So anyhow, I'm in my bedroom and I see Bob going by with a wrench, and I said, you can't. Please, Bob, don't touch the plumbing. And anyhow, Jerry I go out in the kitchen and here's Jerry under the sink. I wanted to die. And Jerry said, and I said, I'll get a plumber, damn it, don't touch it. What are you doing? I look under and here's Jerry under the sink and we're doing it. And Jerry said, that's the way it feels, I'm going home. Jerry said, well, I'm going home. He got up and he left and he went to his condo. I had to go over and apologize to poor Jerry.
But how are you recording what she's saying?
What? She's recording. Italian temper. And I said, at 2, Brute. But anyhow, Jerry can
come over and fix anything.
My dad isn't.
Can't do anything.
My dad isn't handy, and he's over fixing all of our stuff because we won't let my dad touch
They
it.
were always there for anything we ever needed. It was absolutely
My husband just want to say thank you to Rocky's father for watering my plants.
Very to know the next time he gives a sewing machine to somebody, that he makes sure he delivers it in person. Now, I will explain because the children probably don't know this story, but Jerry offered to give me a portable sewing machine, and he said he would bring it over to Brookwood. So we went over to Brookwood, no sewing machine, and so we called Jerry, and Jerry said, I left it next to your car. And I said, Jerry, there was no sewing machine next to my car. And he said, well, it was right there. So we knew somebody that had a car just like that. So we called them, and sure enough, Jerry had left it
to someone else's car. Oh, how funny.
So anyway, it took a while for us to get the sewing machine.
Oh, how funny. How funny.
The only story that I know is when they were up at our cottage at Mullet Lake. And it was a warm day, and we're all going to go in swimming. And they said, come on, Jerry, put on your suit. I almost drowned once, so I don't go swimming. Mary Jane says, I've been married to him for 49 years. That's the first time I ever heard that story.
No one will be his partner except for my dad. My dad can tolerate it. We're going around and asking everyone if they could say a little memorable moment about Grandma and Grandpa. If there's any stories that they'd like to embarrass them about. Oh yes, can't you tell?
No.
No? Can anyone, would anyone like to go first? Would you like to go first? Any stories that you'd like to?
Every day is a story.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I don't dare.
It's a funny
I'd be getting in trouble.
Say a story.
I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh, you're taping it. I'm sorry. Okay.
Well, I don't know whose wedding. One of it, you heard. Maybe it was
Probably Peggy, Chris, or Molly at Maryland.
and there was, dancing. And then they did a dance where they pulled each other like that. I don't know, your mom was
very
there and what it
Oh, she fell.
I was knocked over by your mom.
Oh, she was having
Knocked off.
in defense. It was
I was knocked down.
Knocked down, not knocked out. Oh, how funny.
And they kissed.
Oh, come on, you've got to have some story. Would you like to wish them congratulations or something? Go ahead, hold on. You have to say it to the mic, to the camera.
Force it on everybody.
It's a gift for Grandma and Grandpa.
We're planting.
Did you ever see their house over on Burt Road? Don and Bill and they
Okay, go ahead and say.
I used to clean
One
it.
time we were at
Yeah, I guess you guys died.
community.
You ought to see it.
We had a pretty good time.
It was on Burt Road.